We are on the road again, and this one should be pretty easy, pretty decent. We're mainly just trying to get some fiber connections going, maybe test out the connectivity, make sure that all works. So we are finally here. This in my hand is a fiber patch cable, so it's not a full line of fiber, it's just to connect this end to a media converter. Usually we'll actually use a switch that has an SFP module, and that SFP module converts fiber to Ethernet. And then we'll connect the other end to the patch panel right here. So this is the other end of this connector that I'm tying in right now is an actual fiber line that goes underground and goes to the influent building. But currently we're in the lab, so it looks like you can literally build, cook blue meth, but you can't. Look at that moth, pretty decent sized moth. That's a cellular pager basically. So when there's an alarm on BT SCADA and nobody acknowledges it, it'll actually send it out to people's cell phones, because there's a lot of operators that don't have anything except their cell phone on them when they're doing things. We have made it to the influent building, which is the other end of the fiber that's been run underground. So we come in here. So here to my left is the PLC panel, and it's got a bunch of relays and stuff in it. And then to the right is pretty much just the SCADA panel. It'll have the fiber transformer basically, where it turns into the Ethernet, and it can connect to pretty much anything that we want, whether it's Wi-Fi access or anything. So this is underground. It's got pumps and stuff, and just a bunch of spider webs, and just you'd be surprised how deep some of these places can be. Some of them are indoors, some of them are outdoors. It's just, you'd be surprised. So that is a ProSoft converter. It'll take the PLC addressing, convert it to Modbus, and then we take that Modbus and we can send addresses out to BT SCADA. I don't know how to explain it nicely, but basically we take one language, convert it to another language, and then send that language to somebody else who knows how to convert it to something readable. So I need to get this Ethernet cable down this conduit pipe, but it seems to get stuck somewhere, and it slides up these wires that I'm using as a pull string, and I cannot get it to come down. I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. I mean, I taped it, I've done everything I can. It's like stuck right there. It's not stuck at the bend either. It's like catching something. I can't get it down. I might have to put my phone down, because I potentially need to use both hands. Alright, so I have gotten it through. Connected it here. I even pulled the wires in and powered it up. So I know it works. It was catchy on it, so I staggered it. I pulled the Ethernet cable out first, and then farther down I pulled the individual power lines. I did unfortunately have to use 2 black wires because that's all we had nearby. So one's actually a power and one's actually a negative. And then this cable is actually Ethernet to serial, so we're gonna have to plug it into here. And it looks like all the fiber's good, but we're not getting a light, so there's a bad connection. I managed to fix this elsewhere by swapping the left and right fiber cables, and it would fix it. This is the belt press, so it compresses a bunch of crap, and then after it compresses it, it pushes the water one direction, and then it pushes the poop the other direction. It's not necessarily poop, it could be like mud and stuff, but it's probably mostly poop. But it doesn't smell like poop, so, it makes me question it. honestly, doesn't really stink here all that much. It's pretty surprising. But they take the water and they actually process the water after, naturally. I mean, it's a wastewater plant. What else are they going to do with it? So that ramp goes into like a dump truck bed. So in here, we have the actual control system. That over there is the PLC panel. And this over here is the SCADA panel. We're going to take a stroll over here. So over there's disc filters, where they filter the water. And over here is UV, where they purify the water with radiation or ultraviolet light. So it's definitely becoming way more common to be using UV to help clean the water just a little bit farther. So this is a PLC panel, and so over here we should have. I think it's just, I don't know. They're not done building this section of the plant yet. This is all new, so there's going to be cables and wires everywhere because they're still installing it. Nasty water. So that's actually a disc filter. Water goes into it. I don't know how it works really. It still surprises me. But that thing will just start spinning. I don't know if it's sucking in water or what. I don't understand how it cleans it. All I do is program it to do whatever it's supposed to do. If it needs 20 amps, 20 milliamps signal, then I will give it a 20 milliamp signal. So here's the cable we were talking about earlier. I had to swap the left and the right, and then a light would come on, and then it'd be one light. And so I need two lights to verify that it's being sent and received. So one pair will be a sending unit and one pair will be receiving unit for information. So we would call that RX and TX for transmit and receive. And now I have two lights. Cool. So we pretty much got to keep doing that. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, so you can see the end of this Ethernet cable. The wire's sticking out. So yeah, that's quite literally never gonna work. Oh, looks like I'll be having to come back tomorrow. I had to redo all of the Ethernet cable connections because whoever did them has never done them before. They were all just completely wrong. So I'm gonna have to do that. Have to be back tomorrow. I'm gonna have to bring someone to help me with the fiber connections, and I'm also going to need a little help with Profisoft conversion from Modbus. So, yep, I'll be back tomorrow.
To a company in exchange for a 30% cut in their profits, the city is now conducting an audit to make sure taxpayer money was not misused.
A former Georgia state trooper is convicted on all but one count in his vehicular homicide trial that stems from the deaths of two teens at a crashed...